Hi. So I wanted to kind of discuss some of the stuff that I generally would not prefer to bring up, but I feel like is applicable for a couple reasons. Um, Mental health is a struggle that a lot of people have, especially people who have gone through a lot of different things, um, and is a factor in my personal experience. Um, and my whole life I've sought out like additional assistance in, healing through a lot of what I had to go through and didn't have a lot of choice in experiencing. Um, but outside of that, there are just things that like were noticeably different about me from an early age. Just about my perspectives and the way I lived life and the way I kind of, for lack of a better term, um, marched to the beat of my own drum. And it's not that I was terribly different than other kids of that kind, but it was not the majority, let's say, for better or for worse. And, I don't wish what happened to me as a kid to happen to anybody or, you know, want any sort of pity or anything like that. I just want it to be said that a lot of personal wars that you don't see going on behind closed doors, a lot of abuse, a lot of neglect, a lot of things like that can and do happen to people um, who you might view as, I guess, different, detached, disconnected from the greater whole of social, um, in like the normal sort of way, I guess. And it's not antisocial behavior by intention by any means, but it's usually like a coping mechanism for some form of PTSD. Not diagnosing anyone, just I personally have PTSD, and that's what I found as part of it. Um, and then in doing so, you have to learn a lot of different coping mechanisms.